When the Resident Evil showcase was first announced, we were all excited to hear information about RE Village and new unannounced projects to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Resident Evil. So what was the new game shown? RE4 Remake? A revival of Outbreak? Nope, it's REverse. When this was first shown, I joined the rest of the internet with a collective sigh and a who wanted this? Well, I've played the beta now for several hours, and it's really surprised me. I had written this game off and expected to have this video launch with the title, I played it so you don't have to, but I couldn't have been more wrong. It's actually really fun. So join me as I dive into my impressions on REverse following the closed beta. The REverse beta only includes Deathmatch, which pits characters and enemies from across the Resident Evil series against each other in free-for-all 5-minute matches. You choose a hero character, with each one having their own stats, damage, unique weapons and specific ultimate moves, which are mapped to L1 and R1. Now across the map you can find green herbs, more powerful single-use weapons like rocket launchers, and you can find viral canisters. Now you can carry up to 2 viral canisters, and each one collected improves your accuracy and damage, making them essential pickups. Now what's more interesting is when you die, you'll transform into a BOW, and depending on how many viral canisters you've collected, that will correspond to the level of BOW that you turn into. Without any viral canisters, you'll come back as a fat molded. You can do some work with this, but you're more than likely going to get stomped by the player who just killed your human form. Thankfully, you've got a self-destruct move, which I found was the best tactic. Just chase someone into a corner and come out of nowhere with a Chaosu. Cheesy kills are better than no kills after all. Now if you've got 1 viral canister, you can come back as Jack Baker from RE7 or an Alpha Hunter from RE3 Remake. Now if you found 2 canisters, you can do some real damage as you resurrect as either Nemesis or Super Tyrant. Now each of the BOWs, just like the hero characters, have their own movesets and super moves, which all have their unique, specific uses for racking those kills. What's nice is that each one has their own specific Easter egg kill animation on a hero character. I'll never get sick of Jack Baker doing this.
Welcome to the family.
You can't choose which BOW you want to turn into, but each one has their uses, and the power difference between 0 viral canisters and 2 of them is so obvious, it makes scouring the map to find them essential. Now what makes this game so effective for me is the killstreak scoring. Racking kills without dying increases your killstreak, which increases your potential score multiplier. When you die as a human or a BOW, your killstreak is paused. A skull icon appears above the player who offed you, and so your main goal then turns into getting revenge to reclaim your streak. Now if you die trying to accomplish this, you'll lose the streak forever. The scoring system is so heavily dependent on this killstreak system that if you choose to let it go and focus on a new one, you're making things harder on yourself and probably giving up the W. This is why the vials are so vital. Coming back as a Super Tyrant or Nemesis ensures you've got the best shot of claiming revenge. Now REverse Deathmatch is a really simple game mode, but knowing when to engage, when to retreat, and when to third party to get the most kills possible is really satisfying. What also helps is the unique abilities each of your hero characters have. The heroes available in the beta are Chris, Jill, Leon, Claire, Ada, and Hunk. As stated earlier, each one has their own stats corresponding to health, skill power, and weapon power, but it's their unique skills which separate them from trash to godlike. Jill, for example, has a landmine for escaping from enemies, which can really turn the tables on a player seeking revenge on you. She also has an assault rifle as a unique weapon for keeping that distance. Now, when they get close, she also has a hot rod, which is the knife from Resident Evil 3 Remake, and that can deal a one-hit death on the majority of enemies. So the plan with Jill comes into a case of getting your kill on that player, when they're respawning back in as a BOW, covering your escape with mines and keeping that distance so that you can pick them off with the assault rifle. It's just really satisfying. Hunk can go invisible to evade enemies or to hide in plain sight to get behind a chasing player and turn the tides in his favour. Claire has an adrenaline injection, which she can use to recover her health without needing to find a herb pickup in the environment, and an electric alternator to stun enemies at a distance, to then pelt them with her submachine gun for easy kills. Now, I've played every character, and they certainly aren't all equal, but each one has their strengths, and it's really fun figuring out how to focus your game plan around their individual abilities. Overall, I'm mega impressed by this game mode. Sure, it's not what we wanted, but for a free add-on with RE Village, it's certainly something I'll play when the game goes live, even if it's just for some mindless fun. I really hope for the final release we get the inclusion of Wesker, some zombies, lickers, and even potentially my main boy Barry. There's a lot of potential with the systems already in place here to make this a worthwhile use of your time, but we'll have to see when the game launches on May 7th. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to put a like on it, and subscribe to the channel for more Resident Evil reviews. I should have a Revelations 2 review out later on this week. Before then I start going through the mainline entries in the Resident Evil series on the run up to Resident Evil 8's launch. And that's it guys. I'll see you all soon. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other. See ya.